Dude. And then, okay, I want you to talk about Shanahan, how he got away, and Charles Woodson. Come on, dude, quit ripping on the pack and talk about your own house of cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna compare.
Pitch, you got to catch.
You're gonna. I've been a Raider fan for all my life, so I can.
You don't even know when they won their last Super Bowl or their first one.
I know where they won the Super Bowl.
So you're.
And I know that we've been to a Super Bowl in this millennium where you guys have not won a Super Bowl into this millennium. So, yeah, I know for a fact that you can't keep your Hall of Fame players. Did you keep Reggie White? Did you keep Brett Favre? Did you keep Bart Starr?
Bart Starr retired as a Green Bay Packer.
Oh, that's so sad.
Don't you know that?
No, I'm not a Packer fan. No.
You don't know much about football.
Oh, wow.
You know it.
Wow.
You don't even know when they won you don't even know the Raiders when they won their Super Bowls, dude.
No, I know two out of three. That I think that's knowing football, actually.
2 out of 3. That's really impressive.
It is. I mean, how many Super Bowls do you have?
Feeling great.
How many Super Bowls do you have? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
What's that?
How many Super Bowls do you have?
I want you to talk about Charles Woodson. Let's talk about him.
Charles Woodson? What do you like to know about him?
Where is he playing now?
He's playing for the Green Bay Packers and having an awesome season.
Drafted him.
The Raiders did.
Okay, so let's explain
they
that.
They couldn't keep him like Reggie.
Whoa. First of all, he was chronically injured in the later part of his career with the Raiders, so there was no need to keep him. Now, do I agree with that? Do I agree with that decision? No, but he was a free agent.
Mike Shanahan.
Mike Shanahan didn't have enough time to implement a system, and I don't think he would have been a right fit for the Raider offense, so no.
So what's the situation with the current Raider head coaching staff?
It's the interim coach in Tom Cable.
Interim coach. Oh,
yes,
that's
sir.
Interesting.
Why did you guys change coach during the season?
Well, there's been a lot of speculation between Al Davis and Lane Kiffin, where he challenged Al Davis in certain personnel moves, and Al Davis still wants to be the unquestioned face of the franchise and leader of the franchise. And there was a little discourse there about where this franchise should go, and for lack of a better word, the bigger guy won.
Hey, buddy, on the phone here. What's your take on the Brett Favre situation?
In terms of just...
the whole story.
You wish him well.
Yeah.
He retired as a Packer, and then he decided he wanted to play, and management had to do what it had to do, right?
Yeah.
They had to make plans for the future and move on. I don't wish him well, but, the Jets are going to get maybe a year or two out of the dude. Mm-hmm. And Aaron Rodgers, we're going to get, 7 or 8 years, hopefully. And, I mean, it's a good move. A lot of teams, and I think, our Raider fan here is understanding how difficult it is to find an NFL starting quarterback. So, if you've got one, and you've got one that you can think is going to take you through the next, foreseeable future, why not make that change? I think they wanted to keep Brett, but they got tired of his,
Yeah.
I would guess that he's going to jerk around the Jets, too.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, the story's not done with the season yet. Let's see what it
okay, would you agree with this, though, that Ted Thompson should have said something instead of just being in the shadows? Would you agree with that notion?
Well, no, they gave him every opportunity.
No. I'm saying to the fact that when the whole Odyssey, soap opera went down, it was this Mike McCarthy giving maybe 2 interviews and Brett Favre talking. So the fans only got to see one side of the whole deal. Well, don't you agree that Ted Thompson should have said something more than what he did?
That's possible, but my take on that is I don't think as a fan I needed to know that. I think that there are certain negotiations and management issues that need to be resolved behind closed doors, and when it goes out into the public like that, it becomes very difficult to settle because egos go on the line then.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, people dug in their heels, both sides were locked in, and it just wasn't going to happen then. It's unfortunate for both parties. I think Packer fans wanted Brett to stay in their heart of hearts and play, and I certainly did. But when you get to that level, I mean, it was like, Brett, you got to be a team member too.
Yes.
It's all about Brett at that point.
It was all about Brett. You got it, buddy. Hey, thanks for calling. We're almost out of time here.
Thanks.
Thanks for calling.
Tune in next week.
Bye.
Best of luck to the Raiders, of course, but best of luck to the Packers.
Yeah. Tune in next week. Brandon won't. You'll Brandon might be back. You'll be here, but I'll be in the saddle. At least everybody in December, January, anybody followed my Bucky's Packers, or it was called The Bears Still Suck. It shall rain again in December and January when you guys are on Christmas break. So we have some more of my goofy songs. Tom Garrett, your host here, Eldridge Bell, wrapping her up. 9:56 actually. The Atomic Apesters, I imagine, are coming on next. Michelle, are you out there? Michelle and Mike, back in my usual slot, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, tune in. We got them, and then Eldridge, or not Eldridge, but Marcus coming on at 11 o'clock. So you're listening to WSUM 91.7 FM UW Student Radio. Well, who you guys playing today there, Mr. Raider? I know you guys are... Oh, you're playing the Chiefs. I think it's the Chiefs. It's one of those big games for you guys. Yes, I'm almost sure it's the Chiefs.
I'm not even going to talk to you.
You guys hate the Chiefs, man. You got to come through with that. And our Packers are Monday Night Football against the Saints.
We never lose to the Chiefs.
And Trader Brett is on at 12 o'clock.
Trader Brett is what
Trader Brett, that's what he's getting right now. He's a traitor. Until he comes up and confesses and say, I apologize for giving you all guys a heart attack and an ulcer and coming in on family night. Did you see him come off the plane? He's like a rock star.
Yes, with his wife.
And I was on air that day, and I'm all excited. My nephew calls me up during the show saying, Brett's coming into town. And I'm like, yay. But it was just a ploy. But, there, that's a little better. Turn our phone off there. You're buzzing. But,
you know what? These are the most calls I've gotten.
Oh, yeah, we got it coming out.
I'm going to start bashing the Packers more so I can get some more calls.
The Packers played a little songs, the Lions, Vikings, and the Bears. You're going to hear that all day, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, you will. And then the Bears Still Suck and all that good stuff. And, I don't have my main tunes with me today, but I'm doing the best I can. So, Brandon, come on home safe. He may be tuning in. I doubt it. They probably traveled back last night, huh?
Most likely.
And anybody, again, on 94, please give the Cal Poly kicker a ride home. He says he'll practice a little more. And, God, I feel sorry for that kid. I hope he's going to be okay.
I'm sure he's going to be okay, but he just missing the extra points and the field goal at the end. I mean,
the one in OT.
No, I'm referring to the one when they actually had a chance to win the game. And it hurts me to say this, that the Badger team should not have won a game, but...
Yeah.
Just one extra point would have won the game. Then the field goal at the end of the game, they should have won, kicked and won, but whatever. I'm glad we won. Better for the Packers. Oh, God, never say that again in my life. Better for the Badgers.
Again, getting back to our caller out there that ripped Eldridge over here. He's a great guy. Love him. He just happens to be a Raider fan. But, folks, he's from the West Coast. So you got to give it to him there. I was thinking before the show, what would it be like if I was going to school at UCLA or USC or something like that, and then I'm doing a radio gig, and all they're talking there, and I'm coming with the Packers, and they're ripping me every week. That wouldn't be too much fun. So,
because I'm a true fan.
You're a true fan. You are. And we are too. And Brett Favre, again, he's a traitor. So
I will agree that he didn't handle the situation well. And I think he kind of forced his hand. I think he kind of did that to leave the Pack organization, because there was no way he was going to, if he requested to be traded, they were going to trade him. But if he made an outcry like that,
and then he's talking to the Vikings. I mean, he's doing.
That was unconscionable to talk to the Lions actually about how to plan for the Packers. And not that it helped much, but it's still unconscionable.
And again, it turned out that he was chatting with Millen. But again, my point is, okay, you're chatting with Millen, but how do you end up on the speakerphone with all the coaches? Whoa, Brett. He wanted to dig it into Rodgers. He didn't want to see us to have a good start. And, this is my take on Brett. I kind of worried about him when he leaves football.
You think so?
Yeah, he's acting a little addiction kind of a stuff. He's acting like a little big baby over there. And it's all centered around Brett. I'm worried about him when he gets done. So that's my take.
I think he has something else. To do in his life.
He's got too much money and whatever. But
too much money.
Okay, Michelle, we ready to rock and roll here? Stay tuned for Electronic Apesters coming on next. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm blasting on here. Eldridge Bell, good seeing you, my friend.
Good seeing you too, man.
Even though you're a Raider, we'll forgive you for that. Tom Garrett's here, your host.
Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Packers are a horrible franchise. Everyone, we're leaving on that note.
We're down here in State Street Broads, right across from State Street Broads, right here.
Yes,
State
please,
Street.
please.
Urban Outfitters, come and get him. He's got an LA hat on. Peace. God bless. Bye-bye. Rock and roll.
FM, WSUM, Madison. 91.7 FM, WSUM, Madison. 91.7 FM, WSUM, Madison. 91.
Yeah, hey, Mad Town. This is David, a.k.a. Swingin' Richard from the worst band in the world, saying, yeah, hey dear, for cripe's sake. You're listening to Bucky's Packers, featuring Tom Garrett's on WSUM 91.7 in Madtown, Wisconsin, for cripe's sake. You betcha. Now let's get this tailgate party started!
Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't that? Yes, here we are. This is 2019 Humagoo. That was my buddy Eldridge. We blasted that thing, was it? Yeah, that was 08. Yeah, fall of 08. So, yeah, Bucky's Packers. Cool stuff. Thanks, bro. A lot of fun. All right, back to the present. I'll crank the tune. Rock on. 8:41.
I'm gonna let you down and leave you flat. 'Cause I told you before, oh, you can't do that. Everybody is green. I'm the one who won your love. But if they see you talking that way, they laugh in my face. So please listen to me if you wanna stay mine. I can't help my feelings, I go out of my mind. I'ma let you down, let you down, leave you flat. I'm gonna let you down and leave you flat. 'Cause I told you before, oh baby, I can't do that. Wow, yeah. Everybody is green. 'Cause I'm the one who won your love. But if they'd seen you talking that way, they laugh in my face. So please listen to me if you wanna stay mine. I can't help my feelings, I'm going out of my mind. I'll let you down, leave you flat. I'm gonna let you down and leave you flat. 'Cause I told you before, oh, you can't do that. Because I told you before, no, baby, don't do that. No, no, no. Because I told you before, oh, you can't do that.
Hi, this is Karen Lawrence from Blue by Nature. You're listening to Tom Garrett's Humagoo. You done it again!